Hey Caleb, this is Adrian Gomez. Thanks for sending this in, and I'm excited to look at it and see how we can improve. So we're going to start with our lower half, and right here, getting into that lower half, your back leg squat. Let's see where you're at. That knee, and then about 100 degrees. So you're squatting pretty well, which is great. That's a great thing. Your chest, I want you to pay attention to this posture. Watch where your head goes out of that. There's a little bit of a movement, and what I would like to see, and we'll talk about this a little bit later with the posture. I'd like to see you sit back a little bit with your spine back into that line. That'll help redirect energy going forward as opposed to going this way and then coming back and going this way. There's just movement down, and then I have to move back. It's just a waste of energy. We'll use your body more efficiently that way. All right. Next one we're going to look at. So power to the back leg's pretty good. This is good extension. Let's see here. I can get that clear. About 104 degrees. So you drive and extend off that front leg. That's pretty good. Where I see all of this energy going away is this back leg just collapses, and there's no hip rotation, and then the chest is still straight up. It should be forward, and we'll talk about that. But that back leg should not be coming in at all. Your upper body should be going forward, and your knee should be coming back, and this back leg should be staying and rotating around and staying stable a little bit, and then eventually pop up. But so that power to the back leg, I'd like you to work on box drill 1, box drill 2, walking torques, walking windups, and try to continue to push and don't let that knee come in. That's a common issue. And guys that we have fixed, that back leg issue, I mean, that's 3 or 4 mile an hour difference. I mean, there's going to be a huge difference just from driving and pushing and rotating a little bit better out of the back leg. So that's one thing I see for sure. Power to the back leg, I want you to work on that. Let's look at how your front knee sets up. It's about 126. It's really low. And what I'd like to see is that angle increase and get a little bit more braced. That front leg is a brake. And when you don't brake, or when you do brake, your hips rotate, your chest rotates around this brake. But if it's you don't hold it for very long, and so it's hard for your body to rotate around it. And then I continue to go forward. So that's definitely something I want you to look at. Internally, I don't think you have an internally rotated front knee. Looks pretty good. And a little bit. Maybe about 13 degrees. It's not crazy, but definitely the angle at which you're throwing it should be a lot higher. That front knee should come back and brace a little bit better. All right. What else? Front knee, as far as the angle goes, and that back leg cannot collapse. So the power of the back leg is something I want you to work on. That's going to help that hip rotation. Let's look at your posture at ball release. Posture is an A posture. See here, close to an A posture, and the reason why it's close to an A posture. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Yes, there are some people over here. It's crazy, but that's just how they throw. So what I want you to do is not sit so much here with your posture, because then I'm going to have to bring it up and change my posture with my head. I want you to start back a little bit, maybe to around here, and that way you can direct your head forward. So that's definitely something posture, just realize you're in A posture, so I can't go in front of an A posture and then have to come back to an A posture. that's something that you could fix very, very easily, and that'll help you rotate a lot better. Arm separation looks good. There's symmetry in the arms. Front glove's pinching really well. Look at how well the front glove pinches. I like that. So no issue with the front glove. That's awesome. Here's where the biggest issue lies, right here. And this is something that could increase quite a bit of velocity. You're only about 15 degrees chest extension, and this is where I want your chest. So you need 3 or 4, probably 9, maybe even a foot, 9 inches to a foot of chest rotation. Now, the reason why your chest stays up is because this knee collapses. It's just, it's off of this leg, your chest is just following that leg. If your chest was out, let's say out to 50, your leg would have to be here. And your foot's there, it's just that your knee has bowed in and that it's collapsed. I call it a collapse. But this back leg should stay almost straight so that the hip rotates through. That's really going to help you throw harder. So that chest extension, definitely something I want you to work on. Box drill 1, box drill 2. And there's many others. 45-degree knees, final arcs, just getting over that front side and bending at your waist. That's going to be a huge issue. Let's look at your arm or your elbow. I think your elbow looks pretty good. I wouldn't consider you having a high elbow. It's right there, about 180. So you're staying connected through that throw. But I tell you what, you start driving that chest forward and getting over that front leg with your upper body, you're going to feel a lot better when it comes to your arm. Last thing I got for you is a huge arm fly out. This lays back, your arm lays back in here, okay, and then it shoots way outside your elbow. And I'd like to minimize that, maybe, not a ton, but minimize it a little bit to push that through. Now, how am I going to get my wrist to go through instead of going out? It's all in your chest. So that chest has got to go forward, and that's going to push the wrist forward as well. I don't want you to work on your arm. I want you to work on your body, and your body will power the arm. And as long as your body's going in the right direction, your arm will follow suit. Your arm flies out because your chest, there's no forward motion with your chest, and that really, how do I get that ball out if I'm not going to go forward with my chest? Well, I have to go outside the elbow to get it out. So that's you're looking at quite a bit of velocity here, improvement. I mean, you could go up a lot if we can get those things corrected. Just work on one weakness at a time. I'd probably start with the back leg, then I work on the front leg, I work on the chest extension as well, and then I think the last thing I forgot was, so that posture going down, right? You can see how hunched over you are. I don't want you to be hunched over. And then as you go here, I want your upper body to stay back. This is a hook, or not a hook. This is a stacking issue. So we want to stay back, my head over that rubber. And what that'll do, it'll allow you to catapult your upper body on top of your front leg. So that's definitely something I want you to look into. The stacking is an issue with your upper body, not your lower body. You do squat pretty well. So thanks for sending this in, and I will talk to you soon, and looking forward to working with you.